Perfect. And we're live. Hey, everybody. Let's verify. Oh, there it goes. It's connecting. Perfect. We're live. Wait. Score. How's everyone doing
Hey,
today? You guys recognize this beautiful man that we have in front of us here? He,
hey
he
guys,
got
I'm the
all
beautiful
clean
man.
shaved for us. It looked like a nice clean bald head there. Man.
I went too much with the
Uh,
shaving. It's my mistake.
Look like you'd wax it there.
No need. Oh man. Oh, hello everybody.
Excellent. So everybody knows this is Davide, and he is the talented designer behind Foundation Box Studio. And he has a new project for us today. You've probably seen it. Hopefully, you're on his email list, and he sent out a gorgeous email about it. And yeah, it's Go Ecwid, and is the name of it. I linked to it in the email today. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, it is an absolutely beautiful, just a stunner of a project. And I think everyone's going to be blown away at how awesome and easy it is to use this. You know, it's Total CMS and Ecwid kind of married together. It's really awesome, and I can't wait to for Davide to show it off. So thanks for coming on, Davide. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the invitation, Joe. And well, thank you everybody to come here and listen to me talking about this for a while. So, but it's a good one. It's as Joe said, it's a pretty awesome one. The entire idea is making it easy for you to have an e-commerce website, right? Because who doesn't want to sell things online, right? And maybe I'll share my screen and just have a look at it. Give me a second. There you go. And so maybe you have seen it already because I actually released it past weekend. So I know a few people are already like working with it. And actually, I also gave it access to this project file to a couple of people that are actually they started to test it before the release. And I know their website is going pretty great. I'm sure they will post it on the community once it's done. And so the project file is built, it's called Go Ecwid. As you said, the entire idea is connecting Ecwid, okay, this worldwide famous e-commerce platform, to a Rapid Weaver project, more specifically built with Foundation 6 stocks, because it's kind of what we do here, and Easy CMS or Total CMS, because we have two versions, right? Maybe we talk about it a little later. Maybe we go in deep in what each version does and which one is best for you. And if you go with the Pro version, you will also need SEO helper choose stocks. Now so you'll have full control over the SEO of your website. That's always a good thing. And obviously an Ecwid account, right? That's it. Okay. There's a in the blog section right here. You find a full list of stocks. If you want to check it out. But yeah, you do not, let's make it clear, you do not need the Go Ecwid stocks to use this project, right? This project connects directly with Ecwid, and you have design control and site control on the Ecwid platform and in the admin area of your website. We'll tackle a bunch of things out today. Just to give you a general overview of the project, so you kind of understand where data is coming from, because once again, like this is like there's data coming from everywhere here, right? We have a nice logo, nice menu with hover effects, some social icons. Cool thing about the social icons, by the way, you can toggle on and off from the admin area. So let's say you're not interested in Facebook or Instagram. We also have, like, I think I put in LinkedIn, YouTube, and of course you can then personalize it yourself. But you know, if you guys are interested in specific icons because you guys use specific social network, send me an email. I can add it there straight into the admin area if you want to. We have a nice header, completely controlled by Total CMS, right? The background, even the overlay that you put on top of that background, you can totally choose it from the admin area, the entire content. And here we have the first section pulled in from the Ecwid platform, right? So Ecwid takes charge in this section. This is not Total CMS. This comes straight from Ecwid. And we have a search bar where you can go through any store in your account, sorry, any product in your account, a nice category menu, to browse throughout your store, link that goes to the full store of your website, and this is actually just a category of your store. It's not the full store. I give you the option to be able to choose which category you prefer. In this case, I'm using the on sale category, and to actually put in on the homepage, right? There's a highly chance you don't want the full store on your homepage. If you want the full store on your homepage, that's also an option, obviously. And we'll navigate through those products later. Nice newsletter sign up, some text area, and controlled by Total CMS, obviously. And this is the blog area where the first 3 posts of your blog will be automatically displayed and updated right here on the homepage. Click on it, you go to the blog, obviously. Maybe let's keep the store as the last page we check out, since it's kind of the main reason why we're here, obviously. On the About Us page, same kind of header, text area, nice gallery, same newsletter box, a nice other text area that you might want to use for anything, honestly. You want to talk about you, what you sell, your company, so on. Nice SVG icons. They're sharp on every device. Oh, of course, the footer present in all pages. The blog section, actually, the blog section comes only with the Pro version, right? Because we need Total CMS to power it all. It's not a feature that Easy CMS comes with. Same kind of concept, a very nice blog. This is another search bar. It's kind of designed to be very similar to the one used by Ecwid, but in this specific case, you will search in the blog, right? Not in Ecwid, because we're in the blog here, and it's being very. We've developed it very similar to the Ecwid one to kind of create this consistency throughout the entire website. Nice way to go through the categories, right, of your website. Pretty cool. So categories, topics of your blog here, or clear filters. And this is like a really nice blog layout that kind of goes well with the Ecwid design. Always keeping in mind that consistency you want to have on your website. Open each one of those. Very nice and clean setup. Always that ability to go through the categories or the topics and so on, right? Something I probably didn't say anything about is this cart that it's actually responsive to the activity you do on your store. Obviously, if you put something on your cart, this will update the little icon up there, right? What else? Like a nice contact form, with text header, nice contact form that comes always with an included template, so that even the email that people receive automatically when they submit an inquiry, it's branded with your brand, with your company, and so on. This is another button that I'll talk about later. Maybe let's check the store, right? This is the store that presents always the same category as the homepage, and then there's a more kind of visual way of displaying your category. This is great, especially for mobile, especially now that people honestly browse mostly on mobile. It's a really good thing to have from the admin area. Although if you don't have any category, you don't want to use categories, you just have a few products, you can easily toggle this area off, okay? And even the category off in case you don't want to use them. So this is the store, how it's presented. And all of this, this is all sample data. When you go ahead and open an Ecwid account, which by the way, it's free, right? And the account itself comes with a bunch of sample data. Like this is, I didn't do anything here. I just opened a free account and enter the store ID into this project file, and this is what it is. This is the sample data in Ecwid. So let's say we want to I don't know, we're interested in this dress. Okay. So we click on it, it opens up straight right there on the page. You can browse through the images. And in this case, obviously, this is a clothing store, like the sample data that Ecwid offers its clothing store. So everything it's kind of goes that way. So the options we have are sizes, small, medium, large, the price, the title of your product, an easy way to go back to the catalog and still, and an add to cart button. Obviously, you can easily add it. You want to add some more, go ahead, add some more, and can go straight to the checkout. Obviously, this is a demo account, right? So you cannot complete your purchase. Okay, but you get an idea of what this is. Actually, this is giving me 7 items right here because I was previously kind of playing with it.
Trying to update your wardrobe there, Davide?
Yeah. And but if you want to have a more complete idea of how this entire checkout process works, when you go on foundationbox.studio and go through our store, we use Ecwid too. So the checkout process, it's exactly the same, right? Here, I just won't be allowed to go through the payment information and the order confirmation just to show you what it does. And yeah, that's kind of pretty much it. All the features of the project file. Then I could talk a little deeper about SEO, how that's handled, and it's pretty cool. Everything works, and it's once again, it's been designed and developed thinking about simplicity, being intuitive for you, and most of all, fast. Actually, one of the things we're going to do now, it's yesterday, since I keep saying, like, it's fast, it's fast, it's fast. Yesterday, I wanted to prepare for a bit for this live stream, so I went ahead and uploaded this project file on a test server, and open a different free account, another free Ecwid free account, just to show you how easy it is to just download it from our server, put it on your server, and connect your Ecwid account. Right.
Cool. So of this page? So for those that don't understand what Ecwid does, right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, this cart page, you didn't need to design that, right? That was all kind of Ecwid. Same thing with, like, isn't it that product grid right there? Like, that's kind of done by Ecwid as well, right? You just kind of import their content onto your page, correct?
That is correct, 100% correct. And actually, we're gonna do it today. Like, since it's that fast, right? Ecwid does gives us the options to kind of design our store the way we want it. Everything is very customizable. Like, now in this specific case, I decided, well, actually, yeah, well, let's go back to the store. I decided to display 4 products per grid, right, in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You can decide to have 3, maybe 5. I decided when I open a product, I wanted to have the images here on the side, the main image in the center, and this full description on the right. But there are many other options. Check it.
So this layout is controlled via the Ecwid control panel.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
I think the cool demo we're going to do today, like trying to set up our store, it's going to be super cool. And you see what controls what exactly. Awesome. I understand it's challenging, especially if people don't actually don't have a lot of experience on Ecwid or Total CMS. Sometimes it's difficult to understand what's what, because everything is so well integrated that the end user of your website will never notice. It's not like when you design, one of the biggest problems with WordPress in general is that you design your website and then you need like 15 plugins done for 15 different developers, and you kind of put them together and they all look different, right? Like you have this collage kind of website that doesn't make sense. And anyway, so this is very well integrated all together. Actually, this is the test. I downloaded from from our own store the Ecwid, the Go Ecwid Pro project file. Downloaded it, uploaded on this test.hololorostudio.com, and so we can actually start checking it out. And this is exactly what you see when you upload the website on your server. It's pretty much the same. There are a few things that are different. A couple of things that you should probably check out that are, oh no, actually, I still haven't changed the store here, so there are just a few details different. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is just a copy of what we just saw, right? So what I'm gonna do now is show you the admin area of this project, so you kind of see what's on the admin side, right? At the bottom here, all our projects tend to have the access to the admin area at the bottom of the footer. By the way, you can see this project file as it is, this Go Ecwid project file that we just went through on goEcwid.foundationbox.studio. That's the preview of the project file, right? So now let's move to test.hololorostudio.com, which is exactly the same project file. And let's go through some edits here you can have in the admin area. So as soon as you log into the admin area, you have a step-by-step guide to set it all up. Okay, it's going to be extremely fast. I mean, this is kind of the 9 steps you have to go through to publish the website. It's very, very, very easy. Some necessary stocks, as I was telling you before, Foundation 6, SEO Helper, just for the Pro version though. Limelight and Section Pro would kind of make the admin area possible, right? Those are free stocks by Big White Duck. Penstock, which is a free stock by Joe, actually. And that's used kind of to put some order inside the edit mode of the project inside Rapid Weaver. You can check it out later. And an Ecwid account. Setup guide, and this is pretty much the most important information that the website needs to function, right? So you need a website name, Go Ecwid in this case. And this is used throughout the website in some small places where you actually need the name of the website. The store ID, and this is a very easy to find store ID. You have access to your store ID when you open an Ecwid account. And this is the homepage category ID. So if we go back to the website, as we were saying before, this is on the homepage of your website. This is not the full store, right? It's just a category that you pick, you know. And if you don't pick any category, well, then the full store is going to be displayed there. Let's not keep any category for this one. And as I told you before, yesterday I opened another free Ecwid account, and this is pretty much what you see when you open a free Ecwid account. Same kind of concept. You have this very easy to go through setup list. You know, it's honestly, they've won prizes for this. Okay, they have one of the most user-friendly interface that I ever seen. It's really easy, really intuitive. Everything is set up for you. It's pretty awesome. I didn't touch anything of these new Ecwid account. I really wanted you to see how easy it is to go from 0 to an operational website. Right? The only thing I did is I changed the images of those sample products, because those would be exactly the same as the ones that are uploaded on the preview website. So now that we're going to move from one account to the other, we wouldn't see any difference. So I had to change the pictures for you to actually see the difference. But that's everything I did, right? Just change those pictures. And if you already have an Ecwid account, that's going to be incredibly easy. You don't even have to touch it. You know, you just have to copy the store ID, which you find at the bottom left of every Ecwid page, right? So what I'm going to do is copy this store ID, go back in my admin area, and paste it here. I'm going to save. And well, let's go back let's go back to our test at Hololor Studio. Obviously, there's some caching going on here. Studio cache. Boom. There you go. And you won't believe it, but that's it. You know, all the information, all the data in your Ecwid account are now automatically imported inside inside your website, and everything is there. Your prices, like if we go ahead now, let's say, let's take these simple sunglasses that are not sunglasses anymore, obviously. Yeah, I changed just the first image, not all of them. Let's say this is like a cute plant. Let's say, okay, and it's, well, that's a very over expensive plant. Let's 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 leave it at 17.95. Actually, let's change it. Let's go really cheap, 5.95, and we hit save. And let's go back to our test website to see how this. So this is the sample sunglasses at 179. There you go. It's now a sample cute plant at 5.95. You can click on it. And of course, you start seeing some difference here, right? You remember how the images were on the side before? Well, that's because Ecwid comes with some specific settings set. So let's now jump into the Ecwid platform and see how you can make those changes and really like give it the structure you want to the entire thing. There's also by default this bar at the bottom of your store, because that's kind of how Ecwid works. I don't think this bar would be useful for a Rapid Weaver website. If you want, it's right there. It doesn't make any harm. Kind of gives you a fast links to the various features that Ecwid offer. But for instance, the shopping bag, why would you need it? It's already up here, right? Your favorites, which is another cool feature that I want to talk to you about, and truck order. Let's say you want to keep a record of your order and my account, but all those features are already built into your menu up there. So there's the sign in button, and the cart is right there. So it's up to you if keeping it or not, right? Any questions still here? I can hear you, Joe.
No, I handled a few already in the chat. Someone was wondering if you can somehow integrate, like someone wanted to use, let's say, my Magnifico stack on the product page, right? I don't believe, since Ecwid controls all of the images for the products, I don't believe that's possible.
Yeah, but there are solutions.
Okay.
I'm gonna get there. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Once again, this is a world-class platform. Ecwid is definitely like a powerhouse of features, things you can do. It's super flexible. Actually, the reason why we use Ecwid is that it's extremely flexible. I believe people use Ecwid even for orders at the restaurant. I know people that use Ecwid to power the orders, delivery, and so on at a restaurant. So
cool.
Very flexible. They even handle subscriptions. There's people using Ecwid for let's say charging a monthly subscription to clients. It's very, very flexible. So any case scenario you have, there's a solution for you. And the way Ecwid is integrated in this project file allows you to really use all those features within Ecwid, which
cool.
is actually, yeah. So let's move into this place, into the Ecwid cPanel. And as we see, we have, I won't go through all of those options, obviously, but as you see, the dashboard, it's kind of you have your setup guide that you can go through. And just a detail maybe over this setup guide, Ecwid, since it's such a big platform, they do offer, they call it instant website. Okay, basically, if you have no knowledge at all and you don't have a way to build your own website, Ecwid does give you some templates. They're really basic. They're not what you think. They don't work as you would think they are. It's the Go Ecwid project file. It's far better than whatever Ecwid can come up with. And
Well, yeah, I mean,
so
creating websites isn't their core competency. It's all about selling
exactly,
and managing the e-commerce and the checkout process and all that. So that makes sense.
exactly,
But it's nice for them, obviously it makes sense for them to have that as an option, right? For
exactly.
users that are going to them and don't have a website, they need a website, right?
Yep, exactly. And so, I mean, there are a lot of different people that use Ecwid for different reasons. So, yeah, it makes sense for them to give that option, but you're much better off with Go Ecwid. And so, when you set up your website and storefront, as they call it, your main store, they kind of call it storefront. It's all your products right there. And to set it up, they will ask you, do you want to use an instant website or do you already have a website? Well, in this case, you already have a website. If you're trying to set it up, you have to click, I already have a website. And what they will ask you is where that store is located, right? So you will need to enter a URL. Okay. And just so you know, I wouldn't enter the URL of the homepage because that's not your storefront. That's not your main store. Remember, your main store, it's in the store tab. So this is probably the URL I would submit there, which is, in this case, test.holalorostudio.com, but that will be your domain, obviously, /store. And that's what I would copy and paste into the setup. We're not going to do the setup now. Obviously, we're going to go through features, but it's just a good information to have.
Mm-hmm.
So I was before in catalog where you have your full list of products. In this place, we're going to add new products, edit products, manage them, and so on. You can import products if you have a store located with some other companies or stuff. You can actually import or export products whenever you want. Categories, of course, and if you remember, we did talk about categories before. They are in that menu inside the Go Ecwid project file. When you open a free, a new Ecwid account, it doesn't have any categories. I mean, why would it, right? It's definitely something you would have to edit anyway. But if you notice, there is no category here. Even if we go into the Go Ecwid, there you go. You remember there were categories in the project file here: men, women, eyewear on sale, and there's none here. And since this is all information that gets pulled out of Ecwid, we will have to create our own category, which is pretty basic. You just I don't know how to divide in categories bound size, which I don't know anything about bound size, but let's call them new bound size. Is that how you spell bound size?
I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it.
Yeah. Okay. So we can create a category called new bound size and another one called I don't know, old.
Karate Kid.
Cobra Kai. Let's go with
There you
Cobra
go.
Kai. There you go. There you go. So we just created those two, and you can easily add products to those category. You can enable or disable the category. You can add a category description, an image for the category, and so on, right? So if I go back to my website now that I created those two, there you go. So here we have our new bound size and Cobra Kai, right? Pretty cool. And let's go now to the store. Now that we created those two categories, I'm expecting, there you go. I'm expecting to find those category right here in my store. Okay, as a graphic interface. Of course, clicking here or clicking here, it's exactly the same thing. This comes honestly really, they look really beautiful on mobile, and so I think they're useful. I would leave them there. If you don't like them, you can remove them from the admin area. And there are different things you can do with this. You saw how you can upload a picture for each category, right? You can leave it as it is, no picture, and Ecwid will automatically try to do some nice gradients, actually based on the colors of your store. So it's already pretty cool there. But if you want to have like a background image for this specific square, you can move the title of the category at the center, top, bottom, below the square. I mean, there are many options. And actually, let's go there. Let's see how cool this is. I'm going to the design section of Ecwid. Inside, this is the Ecwid platform, right? And here we have some design options for our store. Okay, and let's go through it because it's really fast. So here you kind of decide what's the size of the image. So right now I have set it to medium, which generates these 4 products grid. Okay, and if you go to large, it's going to be 3 products with a slightly bigger image. If you go to small, it's going to be smaller product. And this is, once again, this is right there. Like if I select small and go back here, refresh the page. See? I mean, this happens on the spot. Hopefully you see how powerful this is, and it's pretty awesome. You can decide the aspect ratio. So I don't want a square image. I want a 4:3 or a 2:3. Or many other options. Here, for instance, it's when you decide the text orientation. So maybe I want it a line to the left, or line to the center, or justify content. You can decide to display or not display the frame of, you can barely see here. If you do it on your computer, you'll definitely notice there's a frame around the image when it's enabled, and when it's disabled, it kind of gets taken away. And you can decide what to display in your product list, product name, etc., price. So I'm not interested in showing the SKU number. Why would I? You can even display the buy now button right on the list if you want to. Not a huge fan of it. Main product image show, additional product image, okay. And here is where you kind of have control over those categories we were looking at before. So as you see, we can say to stick the thing to the bottom, or display below the image of the category, hide category images completely and having only the name, or hide the name and having only the image. I mean, there are many things you can do, right? Here is where you decide actually the layout of the product of each product when you click on it, right? So now it's set up to open the images at the bottom of the main one and having the description on the side, but many other things you could do, like just by clicking away. See, like some of those information change, 2 columns. Maybe you want the description on the left, image on the right, or maybe you have 3 columns. Many things you could do. Image gallery, thumbnail, horizontal, maybe you want it vertical. Has it set up? This is the way it's actually set up in our preview, project file preview, right? With the image on the left, main image, description. So many things you could do. You can decide in the sidebar what you have, like the web, the price, product subtitle if you want to. If not, you can take it away. Stock availability, maybe if you're selling digital products, that's probably the first thing that has to go. Number of items in stock, wholesale price, attributes, maybe leave it there. Description, favorite buttons, share buttons. Yeah, let's leave it there. One thing that you remember this thing that was at the bottom of our store. As I told you before, there are already links in the website to go there, to go to the shopping cart. You don't need this button, favorite, same thing, my account, same thing. So if you want to get rid of that, in this design section at the bottom of it, there's a footer menu option here, and it's set to show. Maybe, yeah, if I click to don't show and I refresh this page, I believe that's going to go away. But yeah, gone.
Nice.
I like this much better, honestly. It's actually, let me bring it back to the medium size. I like it much better. Check. Great, much better. So go around, play with Ecwid. It's a great product, really solid. And if you don't have an Ecwid account, please consider using our referral code. It's pretty easy, and it no extra. First of all, it allows you to get into a free tier of Ecwid. Let me see where that is. Actually, if you don't know, if you go, we opened I want to say more than a month ago. We opened a new area of our website. It's called Designer Tools, and the focus of this area it's kind of to inform you over the apps we use on a daily basis for our web design business, and those are apps that we cannot live without, and among them, there's definitely Ecwid. If you click here, you have a small overview of what Ecwid is, what it does, and what you can do with Ecwid. And it's just informative, right? Check it out. It's pretty awesome. And if you decide you are interested in it, click on the Join Ecwid account, and that will give you access to their free tier, and it will give us some help. That's it. At no extra cost to you at all.
Nice.
So check that out. But maybe I mean, there are many other things we can go through. The cool thing about Ecwid, they handle payments from 200 plus country. So I think you're pretty covered. They handle shipping, which is impressive. I mean, you can your customer could just enter their address. Let's say you sell physical products, right? They could in the checkout process, they will enter their address. Hit enter, you would know where they are. You can set up different areas in your Ecwid inside this area, and there are many things you can do. They automatically calculate how expensive it's gonna be to ship it there. It will be added at the price of the product at checkout. They would pay. You will get the notification. You could go ahead and print right from Ecwid the QR code and all the data needed to ship the products, and like it doesn't get easier than that, honestly. A cool thing that you might want to check out, and of course it can handle anything like taxes, legal, notification, invoices, everything. Everything is covered. It's a complete. It's definitely a complete application, this one.
Nice.
And a cool thing that you might want to check out too, because it's there. Ecwid offers apps. Those are third-party developers building apps to work inside your Ecwid e-commerce store. And since the integration with Go Ecwid, it's really direct. Those apps, I haven't tried them all. I have tried just a few of them, but they work. Meaning there are if you want to expand your overview of your store, you want to have more analytics. Everything is divided in sections here. So let's say marketing. Let's see what they have. And all of this, some of them are free, some of them are you have to pay for them, but they kind of expand the reach of your store. They integrate with other company. They even have a store design section. Now, if you want to try them, go ahead. There might be some issue here and there because I'm using some custom CSS to kind of edit a few things of your store. I want to say before using apps, try to set up your store using the control panel here, Ecwid, the admin area right here. Okay, and maybe now we take a couple of minutes to go through the admin area. But yeah, keep the apps at the end, right? So maybe if there are some issues, I'm more than happy to help you out with this. Yeah, many cool things here, and you can totally use them. This is pretty cool. What else? Let's maybe check out like a couple of features of the admin area here. Of course, your nice tutorial page right here in the dashboard of your admin area, and it covers not only the main setting. It helps you set up the blog page, set up pretty URLs, tutorials, etc., etc., etc. You have control over the content of each page here, right? So homepage, this is the page header, right? So there's the title, subtitle, description, the button, the text of the button, the link of the button, the image, and this is also pretty cool. Once again, it's designed since the beginning, thinking about simplicity and being intuitive. So there's a high chance that when you buy a project file, you get it, you put your image in the background, and that's the image you have. That image, maybe there are too much details, or it's too light or too dark, and it doesn't fit well with text on top. So you have a cool option here to add the overlay, and I give you a few options right out of the box. You don't have to do anything to use this to decide, okay, I don't want any overlay on that image. I want black at 20, 40, 60, 80%. I want the primary color at 20, 40, 60, 80%, or white, same settings, right? For this, that 20% black really makes it. It's beautiful, looks clear, you can totally readable. So for this specific image, that's a good choice. Maybe you want to have something else, and you have it right there. Ecwid section. So this is the section we're talking about the home page. Remember, so this is the Ecwid section, category ID. If you want to have displayed a specific ID on your homepage, this is where you would enter the category ID. You can, and those are images to kind of let you understand what we're talking about. Let's say, see this image on sale. That's Ecwid calls it the category title. Okay, so let's say for the kind of store I'm running, it's not necessary to have it there. Maybe I want to remove it. Okay, and let's go back to the to our test website right here. There you go. Now there's no category title anymore. It goes straight to your store. This is a cool layout too. Maybe that's the way you want to go with. Category title. Also, this is the show categories. So I'm not showing those categories on the home page. I'm only showing them on the store page. So I have this setting for the home page turned off. The newsletter sign up, so you control the text of that newsletter. The about section, this is the text area below that sign up form, right? This is the text area, and of course you don't have control. Like this is automatically brought in by Total CMS, so there's no need of having setting for this. About us, same thing. Store page, same thing. The header, category title. In this case, I'm showing the categories as you see. So if instead, let's see, homepage doesn't have any categories, we move to the store, I'm expecting to see those categories there. There you go. And same thing for blog page and contact. And the store setting, I'm gonna give you here from the admin area and a set of extra Ecwid settings, right? Once again, the store ID, zoom hover effect. Okay, this is, let me talk about this zoom hover effect. I hate it, okay? It comes straight up. And okay, let's turn it on. Okay, let's turn it on. This is how if you open an Ecwid, like if you don't use this Go Ecwid, uh, kind of Ecwid wants to add that zoom hover effect over the product, which I don't think is very classy. Let's see if it say I don't know if you can see it. I mean, in some cases, I guess it could work. In my opinion, it kind of zooms in too much and too fast. So it kind of gives you that, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the zoom effect. So I'm happy to give you this option of toggling on and off. I'm giving you here a lot of settings for colors and that kind of stuff, because sometimes it gets not intuitive to do it within Ecwid. So I added some custom CSS to this project file, put some macro into this. It's kind of, it's not beautiful to see, honestly. If you're interested in, I can show you how the project file looks in Rapid Weaver, so you can see it and how easy it is to edit there if you need to. But honestly, to run a full e-commerce website, I doubt you're going to have to open Rapid Weaver afterwards. Just upload it and pretty much done. Yeah, I give you some color options, sizing options. Let's see, I was looking before, like this price looks a little small, right? Easy enough. Let's see, product title, no. Product price, yes, product price. So we see that it's colored with this code. You don't have to use codes. I would recommend to use them just because they give you more flexibility. You can target exactly that specific color, but if not, you can enter black or white. If instead of this, I would write black, save. And maybe, yeah, since we wanted to have it bigger, let's say maybe not 16, let's go with the price at 18 pixel. Actually, yeah, I'm writing 17 here, but yeah, let's go 18. Any other changes? Yep. So you can even change the category style. So the category pulled in by Ecwid, you can change the text color, the hover color, the size again, and the font even of that specific thing. Be careful, because these font need to be present in the project file. Right now, the entire project file in Rapid Weaver is set up to use Titilium Web, I guess, which is the name of this project, which is the name of this font. The font you see right here, here, and that's Titilium Web. If you want to use a different one, yeah, you would have to get into Rapid Weaver, edit it, and then you can edit it, and then you can modify it here.
Interesting.
But yeah, let's go with that 18 pixel and check here if you change anything. Yeah, a little bigger, much better. And you see now it's black. It's not that color that we were using before. Actually prefer the color we were using before, and I'll probably set it back to that. So instead of black, I'm going back with a color before. Check that out again. Yeah, good. And what else? You also have an order complete page. So those two pages, they're generally really useful. Okay, you would use them to maybe paste in those pages some tracking code, so Google knows, especially if you are using analytics or any other analytics services, you want one of those pages to paste your code of successful, for instance, successful purchase, right? So I built those pages, and then I remembered that Ecwid doesn't need them, right? Ecwid, inside the platform, you could use when you set up your Ecwid platform, there's a place where you're asked, do you want to us to trigger a specific code when an order is complete? And so that's where you would put your code in. But I built them anyway, So if you want them, you can actually ask Ecwid to, instead of doing that process that they do, to actually redirect people on that page on order complete if you wanted to. They're there. If you want to use them, you're more than welcome to. And this is since your website, you will manage your website through the admin area, but the entire store, it's dealt with Ecwid. So here it's just a link that will open up the login for Ecwid, and that's where you want to edit all your product. Of course, there's a nice blog section where you can post your blog, like create and post your blogs. You can set them as featured, draft, archive, the publishing date. It's pretty complete. Your blog list, where there are the list of your blogs. This is a very cool, this SEO tab, it's really cool, and it comes only with Go Ecwid Pro, right? Now there's nothing here because I didn't want to, if you go to the demo project file, sorry, the demo website, and you go to the same area into SEO, you'll probably find some data in here. I just didn't want to sell a project file with my data in, and people would potentially just keep publishing that website on 1,000 different server, and my SEO would just go to down there.
I learned that lesson.
Yeah. So yeah, in the CMS data folder that comes with the project file, you will not find any data for the SEO, but it's as easy as entering it. And obviously you want to edit the SEO of your website, obviously, right? And there's some extra setting right here where you can set, once again, the website name, website logo. This is a specific logo used just in the email template. Social network, yeah. So these were the 4 that are up and running. Same concept. If I turn this on, they will show up in the menu up there. Maybe, yeah. Let's leave it as it is. Privacy policy, terms and condition, a way to change your password, etc., etc. Yep. So this is pretty much it. Hopefully, you see how easy it is for you to build a website, an e-commerce website for yourself or your clients. Especially because then once it's done, and it's honestly gonna take you a few minutes, you can give it to your client, and they can 100% use Ecwid to maintain and manage their own store. If that's not your business model, great, you can manage it for them. But the point is, it's super easy, and it takes, look, not even an hour has passed, right? And yeah, it's done. Now everything you have to do is just upload products and maybe set up your payment how you want to get paid, but that's pretty much it. And now a couple of things that maybe to be noted. Ecwid, it's so awesome. But once you set up all your account, you can even decide, why stop at my website? You can sell on Facebook, you can sell on Instagram, you can sell in your local store. Ecwid gives you like some apps for your phone to actually manage all your stock availability. So all your database or product will be handled within Ecwid and only in Ecwid. And at the same time, you can sell, once again, Google Shopping, Instagram, Amazon, eBay, everything from your one Ecwid account, which I think it's fantastic.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Other cool thing to know is that Go Ecwid is the only one e-commerce project file available to the Rapid Weaver community. So if you are thinking about selling anything, and I really mean anything, yeah, just check it out. It's really cool.
It is awesome. That's really, really cool. Joe Raimundo had a question. Let's see. So Go Ecwid replaces the need to go to the actual Ecwid control panel and perhaps adds other customization features instead of just editing CSS.
Can you read it again? I kind of got
Sure.
lost in the middle.
So he's asking, does Go Ecwid replace the requirement of going into the Ecwid control panel? I think the answer to that is no. You still need to use the Ecwid control panel to customize certain things, obviously add products. But then in the Go Ecwid admin panel that you've created, it has a little bit more features to control a lot of the style and things of that nature.
Exactly. So you will use the Ecwid platform, as Joe was saying, to manage all your products, categories, gift cards. It's so big. It's so big. There's anything you need. Overview ads, Facebook ads. I mean, you can run ads on Google, Facebook from the Ecwid platform. You have reports, sales overview. Obviously, well, a website, you'll probably not use this tab here because this is specific for instant website, Ecwid instant website. So their platform, their templates. Go Ecwid is not an Ecwid template. It's a Rapid Weaver project, right? So you're probably not gonna use any of this. Facebook, if you want to connect to Facebook, mobile, other channels. Here you find, as I was telling you before, Instagram, Facebook, Google Shopping, Square, eBay, Amazon, and so on. But yeah, like all your products will be managed from this platform right here, the Ecwid control panel. Styling settings, probably, I mean, let's say you want something extremely specific, right? That you cannot achieve nor with the Ecwid platform, nor with Go Ecwid. It's something really out of the box, and you need to get there. You would probably get in touch with Ecwid support, which, by the way, they are fantastic. They respond, like they have a chat. You get on the chat, they get to you. I don't think I've ever waited more than 5 minutes to talk with someone. They're extremely knowledgeable. You just tell them, look, I'm trying to do this. And they go like, okay, let me check it out. Yeah, paste this code there. And so in case you have an edge case scenario and you need Ecwid support, you have it, it's right there. And you're probably gonna have to use the Ecwid platform to paste that code where they tell you to. It's really easy anyway. But in general, yeah, I think on a daily basis, like especially if you do this website for a client, yeah, I think his workflow would be log into the Ecwid control panel, go to the products, make an edit to some of the product as they wanted to, description, everything is here, and you have attributes, the option for each product. In case it's digital download, this is where you would upload the file and so on. Tax and shipping, this is everything you need for tax and shipping. If it's a digital product, you would probably disable this feature because you don't need to actually ship it, right? People will download it. And you have the SEO of this specific product, okay? Related products, you can actually relate products between them. And in case you need a buy now button to paste it somewhere, I mean, this is how you would create it. So this is kind of the workflow you would have on a daily basis.
Very cool.
Yeah. Let me see if I have other interesting things you might want to check out. Some website. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. And actually, I have a couple. I have a plan for, as you know, the Weaver Space conference is coming soon, in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna have I think 2 talks, 3 talks,
2 talks. Yeah.
2 talks. Oh, the freelancer panel, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so the 2 talks, and one of those is going to be really knowing your project file, right? And what that is, what I'm gonna do there, what I'm planning to is get the Go Ecwid project file and build in another total CMS system to power a creation of landing pages. Because
Ooh.
what this is, I mean, Go Ecwid, it's so easy to use and stuff, and you know, and you could potentially use it for anything, like literally anything. And you know, marketing team, they love landing pages, and it's kind of the only word they know. Like, I don't want a website, I want a landing page. Actually, make file landing page. Is that not a website?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but they are stuck with that word, you know. That's whatever. And so we can build kind of a total CMS blog, right? That works like landing pages creation. So each blog of the post will be a specific landing page, and you to market every ad. Let's say if you're really active in Facebook ads, Google ads, and those kind of things, you probably want to click on that ad and go to a specific page of your website designed specifically for that ad, right? That's how landing pages work. It's nothing more than a page designed specifically for an ad. And so that's what we're going to do during the Weaver Space conference. And I really recommend you to attend. There are many other, actually, good job, Joe, for the lineup. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm super stoked about the lineup. It's going to be a great conference. It is, man, it is 10 days away. Pretty crazy.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, 10 days away, everyone. If you haven't gotten your ticket yet, go to summit.weavers.space, get your ticket. I'll be sending out a couple more emails before it starts about it, just to remind you guys. But yeah, it's going to be a great year. Like Davide said, he's giving 3 different talks, or 2 talks, and he's going to be a part of our freelancer panel. Everyone really loves those freelancer panels, by the way.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't see my email and posts about it, I did give access to last year's freelancer panel, which is really awesome. Just to give you a glimpse of some of the really great talks that we have at the conference. It is really about helping you guys build, better web design businesses, as well as if you're not interested in building web design businesses, there's also talks for you as well about, a bunch of how-tos and stuff like that to improve your skills and whatnot. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It is 3 days online event next Friday. So yeah, it's a really good time. Thanks for showing us today, man. That was a really awesome project. I love the simplicity of it too. The design is very clean and simple. Some of your other designs, they're awesome, but they're much more complex designs, right? And this one took a much simpler approach, and I think that's great. It's shows how great your design skills are and how you can really morph things and do things not only complex but also simply. I think it's great. If you don't have all of his project files, go check him out at foundationbox.studio. He does some really, really great work. And awesome. I'll give a little sneak peek here. I've actually been working with Davide. We've been dragging our heels on it. AKA the ball's in my court right now. We're working on some high-end templates for Foundation 6, and the ball is in my court to kind of get the ball rolling again. But hopefully by the end of this year, maybe we'll have something for you guys in that. It's really cool. Davide's been working really hard with me on it. And it's going to be some really beautifully designed premium templates for Foundation 6. So wait for that.
Yeah. Oh, I just forgot that we didn't talk about the 2 versions. It's important.
2 versions.
Yeah, dude. And so if you know what Foundation Box is or does, you see all our project file comes in 2 versions, a Lite version and a Pro version. To be honest with you, I'm not sure how these pattern will continue, because some of the complex one, we have a couple of other projects in our lineup for the next months, and I'm not sure how I'm going to continue those Lite and Pro for all of them, at least, because some of them don't actually make sense to have a Lite version. It relies so much on the power of Total CMS that thinking about a version without it, it kind of takes away a lot of the project. So we'll see. But for this one, it's still there. You have a Lite version and a Pro version. The main difference is that one rely on Total CMS and the other one on Easy CMS. Obviously, with the total CMS, it's the Pro version that features not only the layout and the integration with Ecwid that both of them share, right? But you also get a blog and full control over the SEO of your website through the admin area. Okay. Easy CMS, the Lite version that is built with Easy CMS obviously doesn't have a blog. Okay, it's just the store, the homepage, the store, the About Us page, the contact page, but there's no blog, and you would have to manually use RapidWeaver to control the SEO of each page of your website. Everything will be done through RapidWeaver. If you're serious about your e-commerce and you actually want to have a chance ranking on Google and really taking it to your next level, I would strongly recommend to get on the Pro version. If it's something really small that you mainly give the, yeah, go to my website and here is where you can find my stuff, I believe the Easy CMS version would be enough for you, right?
Cool.
And yeah.
Awesome. Or, maybe if there's just a small charity, a lot of RapidWeaver users do like charity work and stuff like that. So if you just like a really small charity that just has a few things that they want to sell, for their charity or something, then yeah, the easy win, the Lite version probably work out okay.
Yep. 100%.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for joining, Davide. I appreciate that. And don't go look at the chat room for this one, Davide, because your head will just get even bigger. So because there was a lot of praise for you, everyone loves your work. So definitely don't go check out that chat box.
I won't. I won't. Yeah. I will ignore all of you. Yeah.
we got to keep him. We have to keep him, humble so that he can keep making amazing stuff for us.
Awesome. I love you guys. You're awesome.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, Davide. I appreciate it. And everyone, hopefully we'll see you. Not sure because next week is the conference. I'm not sure I'll be doing a live stream next week, but I think I might have a filler video that I've been prepping for. And I might have a video for you guys to watch next Wednesday instead. If not, we'll see. Hopefully we'll see what the conference, again, 10 days from now, the Weaver Space Summit. Go get your ticket and we'll see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye.